To avoid common financial pitfalls in divorce, probably the number one thing you can do is keep what's separate, and what's y'all's. Okay, so in Texas, that's the way the law works. There's community thing y'all earn during the marriage, and there's separate thing before the marriage, except for gifts and inheritance. Keeping those two things separate could save you God knows how much money. And here's what I mean, because like people will get an inheritance. That's a separate property. Look, honey, that's your money. If your grandma left it to you, it's for you. Okay, so that's money that if you could put it in a separate account, and you may use it for things like a vacation, you may decide to put a deck on the house or whatever, then you make that choice, but it keeps it separate. So say you're really fortunate, you got $100,000 when your grandma died or whatever, and you got $100,000 over here. Okay, if you spent even $50,000 on the new deck, you still maintain the $50,000 in the separate account. This other $50,000 enriched the property of the value of the house, and it's a whole other thing, but you can pretty much count that money as gone. But you've still maintained the 50. And then if you ever get divorced, you should be able to take that out. Versus if you just dump it all in the community, and y'all know, we all spend how much money we got. So like however much money is in there, it may dwindle down and you haven't protected it. So that's a common pitfall that I think you could address relatively simply. And I say that simply on paper. In real life, you're married, you get a big chunk of money, your family unit will probably see that as y'all's. So I think it's just up to us in modern marriages to understand how things work. And like, look, if you get the other person gets a big inheritance, that's their money. Like, let them put that in a different account. Respect the way that it works, I think, could be a big thing.